if you can't hear me, I've got to set my mic off. Hi everybody, hope you're all going extremely well. We're all in Discord. If you'd like to come and join us for an AMA, we'll kick off as soon as possible. I guess everybody in the Discord could have heard that as well. So hello everybody in Discord.
Hello, David.
How you going?
Very good. Waiting for the stream to start.
Cool, no problem. I'll just flick over on YouTube, get started. Let's pull that over there, and then I can start sharing my screen. Hello everybody, hope you're all well and enjoying your weekend. Thought I'd jump in today.
Can you boost a little bit your voice on YouTube? Just a little bit, 1%.
Okay, I'm not sure that I can. I think that's as loud as it goes, fortunately. I'm not sure that I can turn it up, to be honest. Let me have a look. What's up, David? Joined your Patreon yesterday and wanted to thank you for all the work. Thank you very much, Kevin. Nice to see you here and welcome to the community. Right, let me try and boost up the voice a little bit on YouTube if I can. Before we get started, let me pull this over here. Is there a way of turning up my voice slightly? Over here, maybe options. That's 100%. If that goes to recaster, there we go. Not sure that can go up any louder. Unfortunately, I think that's as loud as it can go on YouTube. For a weird reason, it's slightly quiet. I'll try and talk a bit louder and get nice and close to my mic. If you can't hear me, I am on Discord as well. I will continue trying to find the reason why it's not working if anybody can't hear me. I'm at 100%. Oh, hold on. No, that's my mic speakers. Okay, anyway, I'll get on. Hopefully you can hear me. If not, you can come in, join us. Hi, everybody. Hi, Scopes. How you going? Glenn, David, how is everybody going? Right, let me share my screen. Is it really that quiet on YouTube, Vlad?
It's okay, it's okay.
Yeah, I do, wouldn't it? Okay, no, I'll do that. Okay, let me pull that over there. Start sharing my screen. Application screen 1, that one there. Okay. Alright, I'm going to remove myself off the screen and off we go, I guess. Okay. I'm going to get on. Hope everybody's going extremely well. Doing this one on a Sunday because I thought it'd be nice to meet some of us that can't make it during the week. To go through the updates. I promised an update for the Harmonic patterns, the Boilerplates and DaviddTech bot. Pretty much everything is ready now, so I'll go through all of the updates that you should expect this week and this afternoon, so we can start testing, looking at the Harmonic patterns, continue to develop that one in together. Just before I go any further, as always, I know this is Steve's favourite part. I'm not in the slightest a trading guru, just a geek trying to debunk the markets with code and math. Please do as much backtesting as you possibly can on all the trading strategies. Obviously, backtesting is very, very important, so please do your own backtesting. Like I said, I'm just providing strategies for us all to backtest and hopefully connect to bots, but yeah. We're currently on Discord and YouTube. Everything's been recorded and is on live stream, so if you do want to share your screen or participate or anything like that, please don't hesitate. Unfortunately, I can't see you, so please don't hesitate to interrupt. Ask your questions away. I'm here to answer any questions. If you have got a red mute on Discord, it's because we can hear your background voice. Just go up to the top. At the top, there's a little chat sign where you can go there and just type in unmute me or whatever, and we'll unmute you so you can ask your questions. Otherwise, type your questions in there. I'll answer questions as I go along. Ben saying, hey, you've got some questions. Wonderful. Okay, that's fantastic. I can see that Vlad's in there. Hi, Vlad. I just said hello to you anyway.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi, team. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's going extremely well. Okay. Yeah, so as normal, we're around 8,000 people inside of the Discord now, which is absolutely wonderful. So welcome to everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to going through all the updates. There's lots of new things going on inside DaviddTech. So I'll go through the strategies, the DaviddTech bot, everything you should expect as updates this week. As you know, Vlad, Scope, and Johnny do live streams a couple of times a week to go through TA and things like that. I'm very much more the algo automatic trader myself, and so I go through things like what updates you'd expect inside the scripts, my algo trading strategies, what I trade, what I find success with and what I don't, and things like that. Today I'll just go through the updates of the trading bots and things like that, and the new strategies. Normally I should have had that slide up, so that was this week. The first thing I'd like to talk about is the DaviddTech bot. Like I said, if anybody's got any questions throughout any part of this, please just go away and I will, please just go away, that's not very right. I mean, please go ahead and ask your questions, and I will answer them as I go along and switch from subject to subject if anybody's got any questions. Question, Martingale. Can we have it? So it's 3 plus 2, 5 plus 2, 7 plus 2. Okay, so the question is it possible to change the Martingale multiplier? Now, I have added a couple of new Martingale algorithms. Ben, I will talk about them in a minute when I go through the boilerplate updates, and if it's not what you're looking for, if you could send me a message before tomorrow in the DaviddTech Discord, I'll try and integrate them before I update the actual boilerplate. Okay, right. Okay. So anyway, right. I'm going to go over to the DaviddTech bot because we've finished integrating the ByBit, Binance, FTX, and KuCoin. So KuCoin updates now inside of the boilerplate. Now let me find the boilerplate over here. You will now see there's not really much for you to do other than, instead of adding the APIs for ByBit, you add your APIs down the bottom here for the other ones here. We have Binance, FTX, and KuCoin here, so you choose your exchange here. Other than that, you can actually go to the DaviddTech, David.tech website and set it up manually if you're not using a DaviddTech strategy. Still use it, no problem whatsoever. But they're there, so you now have Binance, FTX, and KuCoin in there, so that you can connect directly to those and use those. Currently it's Binance futures, FTX obviously futures, and KuCoin as well. So there's slightly, as I was going to say here, each exchange is slightly different. There's things like cross margin that isn't available in some. Some are marked up on exchanges as some have available testnet. Some don't. Some are going to be BTC PERP. Some are going to be obviously BTC USDT, depending on what you're actually trading. Currently on ByBit, we've got the derivatives of Bitcoin, USDT, or any of those other pairs. Binance and all of that are futures. So it depends what exchange you're using. Everything seems to work in the same sort of way as there's lots of little differences, micro differences between each of them. Like I said, the cross margin isn't available in some, is available in others. So you need to know what's available in your exchange, before using, obviously, setting it up here. But they should work seamlessly as you set them up. They should work very simply by just entering the information that you need here, your API key, your secret. One of them has a password that you'll have to put down here. I will do videos for each and every exchange next week so that you can understand how to set them up, but they should be pretty self-explanatory and they're pretty easy to set up for each and every one of these. So they will be that update will be made to the DaviddTech bot. If you're using ByBit and you want to continue using because what I've done is I've started using CCXT for the connection. I have been testing to make sure there's no speed differences, and I haven't found any speed differences really significant enough to use the actual API, native API for each of them. So I'm using CCXT. If we do find that there is some speed differences, I will go over to using the native code for each of them. But if you're using ByBit, you won't have to change anything whatsoever. Continue using it as it is. Yeah, for the foreseeing future, you'll be able to continue using ByBit in exactly the same way as it was before. So yeah. Try it 2 or 3 times. Depends on woodchuck. Of course, right, okay. I'm guessing that there was no questions for that. So yeah, so they will be available during the week. I've got like the dates of deliveries or dates of down the bottom here, so the dates of where everything's going to be released, which I'll go through at the end. But yeah, so they're all updated. So we now, which is good news, we have Binance, FTX, KuCoin. The Telegram integration here, I've had a couple of problems with, which I expect will be fixed by Wednesday. So if you want to use Telegram instead of Discord, which I personally prefer, Discord is great for a community, but for bots, I prefer Telegram. Just separates my bots, myself, with my alerts from Telegram. I know when my alerts come from Telegram, it's either from my exchanges and things like that, which, so connection of Telegram is the same. You go here, you put your Telegram ID here. This is separated by a semicolon, and you put it there. I will do a video about this as well, how to set up your Telegram ID so that you can connect to Telegram, and then you get alerts for all of your exchange, all of the entries. And if there's an error, like the bot can't get in because you haven't got enough margin or anything like that, it will send you a message to say there's not enough money on your account or not enough crypto on your account. Please, no, the trade wasn't taken because of X. Yeah, so that's going to be updated during this week. Well, it's all done, all ready to be launched. I've been testing. It does say here, like I said over here, it's in a kind of a beta test. I have been testing quite a lot over the past couple of weeks, about 2 weeks now. Haven't found any problems. It's very fast, which, like I said, is most important to me, is to keep it as fast as possible. So yeah, haven't had any problems with it. Please just, the ByBit's been going for about 6 months on the DaviddTech bot now. Had no problems with it whatsoever. A couple of people find it hard to connect the first time, but once they get the understanding of it, it's fine. It should be easier to connect now with all of these because I've made some extra changes to make things a little bit easier for everybody. So going on from that, we have William, who's joining our team. He's getting up to speed with everything on the DaviddTech bots, and he will be helping everybody inside the DaviddTech bot part. And the bot part is obviously the connector between ByBit and ByBit, the ByBit, KuCoin, FTX, or Binance. William's going to be doing weekly live streams on how to connect your bots, answering questions for anybody who has problems trying to connect their bots to TradingView. So he's going to be in there once a week. He's going to take a little bit of time to understand absolutely everything from A to Z, but once he's up to scratch with everything, he'll be answering all your questions. He will be answering via text inside the DaviddTech bot area inside of Discord over here first. So, and then he'll move over to answering in live streams and things like that to make things a bit easier for everybody. We've got a few. Hello everybody. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's going good. There's quite a few of us here. 22 people. Nice to see everybody. Okay. So that's a great leap in the right direction. That means that everybody will have their questions answered a lot quicker. Thanks to William there. So that was the DaviddTech bot and the updates that you should expect this week for that. Then I'll move on to the Boilerplate. Does anybody have any questions about the DaviddTech bot that I can answer maybe? Okay. No. Okay. Cool. Okay. That's great. Okay, so that means it's pretty simple anyway. It's just really the API connector between TradingView and all of those exchanges. It's been there for quite a while now, and I hope that adding the extra exchanges will help, especially people living in the US, because obviously ByBit isn't available in the US. So I hope that will help. Over to the Boilerplate and the updates that are coming to the Boilerplate this week as well. So I've added quite a few updates to the Boilerplate, as you probably saw as I pulled it up on the screen a second ago. We have now the margin. So the margin, which would have been this here, now updates automatically how integrated with your trading strategy, I guess you could say. What I'm looking to say is it will take the value from the trading strategy, and it'll be that margin will be the part that will be sent to your exchange. So if you set it up correctly with exactly the right amounts of your account that you want to trade with every trade, you can get it now, so that for instance, if you want to use compounding, or maybe the DaviddTech dynamic algo, or yeah, those kind of things, if you use the hashtag margin, or use the DaviddTech bot up here, where is it, over here, percent margin and strategy base. Now the strategy base actually now works, so it sends the information quickly to the exchange, so that it knows how much of your margin you want to use on each of your trading positions. So that's something that's been asked for quite a while. I didn't put it in the first one because I know that a lot of users just put it up 100%, and I didn't want it just like sending out alerts using 100% of everybody's accounts. But now we've gone through this for quite a long time, so I hope that everybody understands it's not default selected. So yeah, so that's been added. Integration of Binance, KuCoin and FTX, as you saw earlier, is here. So those exchanges now work with the API connectors inside of DaviddTech. Fixed a couple of problems which were pointed out to me by Marco, including problems with the RSI and things like that. More options for stop loss, which is here. If I go over here, stop loss and take profits. We now have a structure, higher high, lower low, for taking profits. So for instance, if I go over here, let me pull up this tool here, which I can never ever find when I want it. Where is it? It's where my tool's gone. Over here. There it is, path. Okay, so if we're in a down here like this, and we take an entry, let's say we take an entry in a kind of an ABC like this, we can set our take profit to the local high, which would be this one here, or there's the higher high, which would have maybe been this one up here. So you can actually set your take profits and your stop loss. Your stop loss obviously won't be affected because you just take the local low, and you can use that anyway, and have been for quite a while. But now you'll be able to use it with structure. This was an idea from Scope, so thank you very much for that. So that one would there's two there. So there's two options. We have take profit here, higher high and low high. So higher high is obviously going to be the further away one up here, which would have broken a lower a previous higher high, and then a higher highs and lows would be the actual closest local one there. So that would have been that one there. Yep, so we have also added the Charted Crawl, which is this here. I spoke about this one quite a while ago. It seems that in the algo community, this is used quite a lot for setting stop losses. I've seen it pop up quite a lot in Reddit and things like that, and it seems quite good for setting stop losses. It's also very good for trailing. So I've added it to the source of trailing somewhere around here. I can't remember where it was. No, that's the ATR. If I'm in the right place, it helps. If you go here, I've added it here as well, so you can use it for trailing your stop losses as well. So yeah, it seems quite powerful. Seems quite good. Haven't had a huge amount of time to back test it myself, but like I said, it seems like it's a lot inside of all of the algo communities inside Reddit and things like that. A lot of positive things being said about it, so I thought might as well add it so we can backtest it on other strategies. Trading stop loss, I've looked back and recoded it slightly as well to make it a little bit better, more efficient, which I spoke about in the last stream that we did anyway, so that's cool. What else have I updated? Local highs, yes, that. Added some options. Now this was what I was talking about earlier, if Ben is about still. So if I go down to here, we have martingale, and we have now two. We have a reset and a leverage normal. So we have, you can use martingale as is. One algorithm is for every loss, you double the amount that you put in. And then the reset version is when you take a win, you set back to zero your counter. So that's the reset version, and then you have the leverage version, which was this week. Well, no, it wasn't this week. It was a couple of weeks ago. I'm just gonna have a sip of water. Just spare me 2 seconds. I can't do that. It's fine. Sorry about this.
While doing that, David, I've saved the questions on the community chat, on the voice chat.
Open chat. Okay, cool. Thank you very much for that. Oh, brilliant. Wonderful. Okay. Right. Yeah, so the leverage version is for every loss that you take, you increase the leverage. This was an idea from one of the users inside of a community. So that has been added. Now, as I've said here, I haven't had any time whatsoever to test the martingale options, especially the leverage one, like tested on real markets or anything like that. So I'm not sure how good they are or not, but it was something that was requested inside of our Discord, so I did them. So if I go through what Ben said, martingale, now we have martingale. Okay, so instead of times in it, you'd like to use an addition to it, I guess. That was the question about the martingale multiplier. Ben, if you're in the Discord at all, if you don't mind just sending the idea to me, to my Discord channel, and then I will look into it and see how I can add that. Info when MT4 is integrated. Yeah, sure. So MT4 was going to be one of the next things I'll talk about in a minute. Let me just go through these very, very quickly, and I'll get down to MT4, MT5 with Pine Connector in a second. So I've got this this box here as well. Oh, hello. Fantastic. I think we can. No, okay, fine, fair enough. Okay, yeah, no problem. So I've been adding a table at the bottom here so that we can see our yearly income, revenue, profit and loss, if you like, at the bottom. So it's now part of the DaviddTech strategies. As you can see, it's down the bottom here. I'm on a really low time frame, 1 minute at the moment, so that's why it's not filled out at all. But as you go on to the 5, 10, 15 minute, the 1 hour, etc., this table will increase in size by year and give you a look back on each month, separated it into months, so you can see how much all of those were, how much each month would have potentially made or lost. Just helps you to look a little bit better into the trading strategy. Helps you to find out where months where there's losses are, so you can go back to those months and maybe find out why you would have losses in those months, why months work better than others. Also added a start date here. Now I believe that this is fixed, which gives our start date, gives you the very first trade in the box down the bottom down here, so that you can see when your first trade was made, which was another addition I added as well. Then I added fixed or a percent added amount. So I go down here. I'm going to go over here and click all the way down here. So if we go here, we now have percent or fixed amount. So depending on whether you're using, you want to compound and use a percentage of your account each time, or you want to use a fixed amount in USDT or USD or whatever you're trading, you can click here and type fixed amount, and that will turn that into, on here I'm currently on Bitcoin US dollar, so it'll be $100 if I turn it to fixed amount. If I'm on percentage, it'll be 100% of those $100, or so it's a percentage. That was something that was requested quite a lot last month, so that's added. So now you can use a fixed amount instead of using a percentage of your account each time. Risk-based leverage, I had a bug with and couldn't get to fix. Remember, I don't know why I left that line in there. And then I had the Pine connector. Pine connector, if I go here, I don't personally use it myself, but I know a lot of people are trying to use TradingView with MT4 and MT5. So I've integrated this here. It's Pine connector, which allows us to use the TradingView strategies using MetaTrader 4 and 5. That's now added inside of the DaviddTech strategies as well. So if you scroll all the way down to the bottom here, you enter, whilst it's written ID, it doesn't do anything. If you enter ID license ID here for the Pine connector, it will migrate the alerts over to Pine connector and work with Pine connector so that it will send your alerts through to MT4, MT5. Like I said, I personally don't use it. I have no way in the slightest an expert in Pine connector, but I've taken the code from their documentation, and somebody kindly sent me a load of code as well. Taken their code from documentation and integrated that so that you can use MetaTrader 4 and 5 for the strategies from TradingView. So that's integrated as well. And that's about it for the, I believe, for the boilerplate. If anybody's got any questions, let me go down here and have a look. First, when you add signal, when will I add signals to hammer time beta? There's no ABC signals. Hammer time beta and all of the harmonic patterns are going to be something that I'm working a lot on over this week. So you will see that I've got a lot of slides about the hammer time and all of that in a minute. My idea is to spend this week, after I've released all of this to everybody, building the hammer time plus the harmonic patterns throughout the next couple of weeks, so that we have kind of a maybe a patterns part to the week and maybe an algorithm with math behind it another part of the week. So something like the dead zone, where it's using the wata ata, and then maybe at the end of the week I'll spend the week doing patterns like harmonic patterns and things like that, so we get the best of both worlds. So that you should expect an update during the week. No, Michael, we haven't. I haven't gone over the harmonic patterns yet. I'm about to go through. I was just giving an update about the boilerplates and all of that first. So, okay, right. Let me carry. Okay, so like I was just saying, I've kind of been going through an idea of trying to separate maybe my mindset into two different parts of doing algo trading with math and numbers, like these guys here that I found on YouTube. They currently trade apparently 50 to 100 trades. I think it's a day or a week, one or two, still a big number either way it is. And I'm trying to build, thanks to Python and the Optimiser options inside Python, I'm kind of building a huge library of setups for, huge library. I hope it will be a huge library of setups for things like the dead zone, the bigger extender and things like that. There's trading strategies that I personally like and seem to be doing well inside the community. So I'm trying to build up a set of settings, and I'll show you that in a second. Currently I've found some ones with orange tabs are the ones that I'm testing at the moment. So I've found and testing. Now they might not work in forward testing. I'm currently forward testing them. Set up sort of ones with the orange tabs here, and the ones in the purple tabs are in forward testing currently, not working in the way that I want them to. So I'm trying to build algorithms for that, and then on the other side I'm trying to use patterns to try and build the harmonic side and build trading setups for them. So maybe some smaller entries and exits with things like the dead zone, and then maybe some harmonic patterns or just patterns coded for. Yeah, I'm mumbling on at the moment. Let's get on with what I've done for the Python side of things. So I've been using, like I said, Python scripts to build this optimizer. Now, if I go over to my other screen over here, somehow pull this up over here. Hopefully it's going to go on the other screen over here. That's right. Let me pull this up on my computer. This is my other computer over here. That's fine. Right, if I'm able to, hopefully this won't destroy my computer as I try to log in over here. Okay, so this is my MacBook over here on a remote access. As you can see, I'm building the Wata in Python, and it's currently optimizing, trying to find the best setups for the setup. So I've actually created pretty much the whole of the boilerplate into a Python, and this here is going through and trying to get the best settings for each and every one of them. This is just an example that I just started just to show everybody. So it would probably be on BTC USDT, I should imagine. But I'm running them in the background, trying to find best settings for lots of time frames, mainly 5, 15, 30 minutes up to an hour on those. To try and find the absolute best settings using the optimizer I built in Python. So I hope any great strategies that we find in the future, I'll be able to provide even better settings thanks to that Python scripts that I built. There will be a copy of the outer boilerplate inside a disk inside of GitHub, so you'll be able to run it yourselves if you want to. You have to download the information, like the close open information from ByBit or from your own exchange, and then it will look for the best settings. But I'll also do videos about that as well. Okay. So like I said, I'm trying to optimize for all of those pairs. I've also built a Python script which has converted the Fibonacci cipher B into Python, which I'll put in GitHub as well. For anybody that knows how to use Python, I think it's a good way of probably more stable way of trading with algorithms. If you're 100% into bots, it certainly is worth looking at it. So I'll put that into into GitHub as well, where you'll be able to see my version of the Fibonacci cipher B in Python. Has anybody got any questions? There's a couple of questions here that might not have been answered. Could you add signals? Okay, for the fourth question. So the question is it possible for us to predict the C a bit quicker so we get in a bit better? With harmonic patterns that I'm going to show you in a minute, you have a fib box, which I'll show you over here. Yeah, let me try and find a good zone. This looks like a good zone over here. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the updates for harmonic patterns here. This all started thanks to this post here and to a message from Steve and somebody that sent me this table over here, which had the profit factors and the win rates.
Sorry, be sure you're checking. You're on the right screen.
Oh, why can't you see?
Now we can see.
Ah, okay. Strange. Okay, fine. So I'll go back. Okay, so that was this here. So this all started, like I said, with Steve, and then I got this Excel spreadsheet through by email. Well, actually it was by Discord, which had the win rate. I know where this comes from now, I didn't at the time. The win rate of all of these harmonic patterns. As most people know, I like the ABCs. I like I've trading them manually, and I wanted to try and convert this all into an algorithm. So I started with the AB equals CD, which was the latest video over there, which I've been developing over here somewhere. I think it's this one most probably. That looks about right. Okay, 2 seconds. We're in Armageddon mode. Okay, if I go over there. Right, I believe you can see my chart now. That's right. Okay, if I zoom in over here. Okay, I'll be 100% honest with everybody. I've been trying to make this as clean as possible for it to look as nice as possible before delivering it to everybody. I have come across a slight problem this morning where this take profit stop loss area here is a bit too close, but I will fix it before releasing it to everybody. But the idea here is, as I said, we're looking to predict where the C could potentially dump. So we have this target box up here. If it comes in and wicks inside this target box, that's where we get our entry. Not waiting until we break below the red line. Now I do know that sometimes this one will still get into this one here because obviously you're waiting for the next close. But a lot of the time you'll be able to get in a lot faster because we come into the area, maybe like this one here, as you can see. As you can see here, we would have come into the area here. We've actually set the stop loss. I think I'm actually on the wrong screen here. Is it this one or is it this one over here? No, I think it's that one. We've got two of the same open. I apologize about this. Anyway, I'll go through. So the idea of the actual trading strategy is we have as this one seems to have hit the stop loss, but the stop loss normally is up the top here, so I'm not sure why that is, but I'll look at that afterwards. So you will have a short as you come in, so it's activated the short as you've come in and created a ABC detected here. If I go back to replay and go back here, as you can see, we've ABC detected there, so it sent the algorithm the message from here, so you'll be able to get into this candle here. It's given you your 3 levels of take profit. Now it only takes on a single take profit at the moment. These take profit 1, take profit 2 and take profit 3 are just visual confirmations at the moment. The idea is that the actual trading strategy for the B equals CD is to take 3 take profits, and those take profits are at Fibonacci levels 0.382, 0.5 and 0.618. Currently it takes it only at the 0.618. So as price comes up and creates this red move here, I should imagine, let me have a look here. Let me pull this back. Obviously we're looking, where would that off? A, B, C. I should imagine that it's pulled from here, but normally the B would be less, the A would be less than the C, so not sure where it's pulled from. Normally the rule would have been less than the C, so let me have a look at very quickly how I've set this up here. You have a couple of options. Oh, this is because it's on the CD. You have a couple of options. You can take the ABCD to take your take profits, because I found a couple of algorithms and things like that that said that you can take the full pattern, or you can take from the A to the from the B to the C over here to do your take profits. That's gone slightly too high, so, and that's probably, I can't see the wick on that one there, it must be around there. So as you can see, they pretty much line up. It's because of me not pulling them out quickly. But we have our 382, the 05 and the 0.618. Inside of the settings, you can set it so that you have a minimum take profit, so a minute take profit, a minimum risk to reward. You've got a couple of patterns in there. Currently, the only two that will work are this one here and that one there, so the aggressive ABCD entry and the ABCD entry. The differences between the two is the aggressive doesn't particularly take into account the length of the X to A length, as the other one will, as you can see, there's a number up here, take into account the Fibonacci pull of that length there. Now this one would have been a long, creating an ABC, long from an ABC here. If you select in the settings up here and go to the take profit ABCD, we'll take this example here. So if I use the replay to go a bit further back to here, and we'll go even further back. So let's go back a little bit further as well. Let's go back to where the entry would have been, roughly around here. Okay, so my idea is to try and clean up even more. I have started to clean up, but obviously then it's not great. Obviously this one probably wouldn't have got in on the ABCD because it's not big enough. We're actually on the ABC there, so that's why. So this now is the ABC for the fib pull, so it would have taken the ABC. I keep making a mistake on that one. It will take an ABC pull from there to there instead, which means that your ABC levels will be slightly higher. The 618 would be there, 5 and 3 there. So obviously that was the same as that one's pulled there anyway. So that will help you to have two different algorithms that I've found. I studied on the harmonic patterns to take profits. Like I said, this one here, you would have got in here. The top take profit would have been here. That still would have been 0.77%. The actual alert comes here, so you would have got on in this candle here, so it would have been slightly more. If not, you can actually limit the amount of take profit with the minimum take profit here. There's lots of other options. Like I said in the video, I'm trying to make a Zen mode, a normal mode, and an Armageddon mode. The Zen mode will be just a buy here, stop here, take profit here, like tag or a label. The normal mode is what you'd see here, but I'm going to remove these extra lines here. And then we have the final mode, which is like an expert mode, where you'll be able to see divergences, EMAs. You'll be able to see the fib pull for each of them. If there's a hidden divergence on a B, an AC, or a divergence, a normal divergence up above, which would have been the hammerfest sort of idea that he came up with. None of that's actually integrated into the actual back testing results or the bot at the moment, but as you check them here like this, they will be added as I go along throughout the week. So yeah, so that's that update. Oh, there's a lot of people in Discord. Hello everybody, I hope everybody's going well. I'm rabbiting on here a bit, but yeah, so anyway, and we're 23 people on YouTube. Hello everybody, I hope everybody's going well on YouTube as well. So throughout the week I will be adding my next pattern will be let me go down here, will be this one here. I'm going to be looking at the shark patterns here because they have lower lows, X and B. X and B, which I would say would be A and B, but A and C, sorry. But those ones at the bottom here, and then I will be gradually adding the crabs, the bats, and all of those other ones to the indicator as we go. Hopefully we get the same sort of win rate as what's predicted here, because I mean when you look at the butterflies, 64%, 73% win rate. Number of trades would have been 31, 27. the cipher, which is the one that I'm going to be doing next. The cipher and shark are pretty similar, just the Fibonacci's they're slightly different. The next two that I'm going to be focusing on, Cypher had 68 trades, 68% win rate, and has an 8 profit factor. Now the ABCD is one of the lower ones, but I had to start with it because I wanted to be able to detect the highs and the lows. It has a win rate of 50% and a 3.65. If you saw my last YouTube video, it was pretty impressive. So I hope that the other ones will be even more impressive than that one there. And obviously on the bearish side, you have the results there as well for the bearish side. So I hope.
David.
Yes. Hello.
It was asked the other day in Discord about the normal patterns as well, like the regular patterns.
Triangles, flags, things like that.
Well, will that be integrated in with all these, or can that be a separate one? I think that's what we spoke about before, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be using the same algorithm to be able to detect them because it'll be using highs and lows. So it can be added. I think it'd probably be better if we add them as a separate maybe strategy, but uses the same sort of algorithms and things like that. So it will be part of the next the updates as I go along as well, because it's something that I want to test as well, without doubt. But yeah, I saw the message. Thank you very much, Coach. How you going, mate?
All right, mate. I've just made it back home now.
Have you? Everything good?
Yeah, sweet.
Marco, would this be for crypto stocks and Forex? The win rate was based on mainly on Forex, I believe. The results here that I've got here was for Bitcoin. So yeah, but I believe that it's as efficient on Forex, things like that.
I sent you that screenshot, that and all the results of that were on crypto. You still have that on your WhatsApp. I had that indicator and I sent you all the results, so all of them were off crypto, so they were pretty much still good anyway.
Yeah. So I said a minute ago that these come from yourself. So yeah, I think that I know the harmonic patterns was I think it was 1960 or something like that, and crypto wasn't around in those days, and it's been used for quite a while, and it seems to be very, very efficient on Bitcoin, but I think that it'll work as well in Forex. I will backtest them all. I've just got to code them as good as I possibly can and then I will put them backtest them on Forex and things like that. I had some patterns that are good on Forex and not crypto. I think, for instance, the ABCD might not be as efficient on some of the smaller caps because they follow along, but obviously don't hit those Fibonacci levels in crypto, as they tend to kind of follow Bitcoin. But like I said, maybe make a bigger move inside or outside of those Fibonacci's. So I believe that some of them will be good on some cryptos and not others. That's why I wanted to explore things like the cipher patterns, maybe even these anti-cipher patterns and things like that, Marco. But it gives us, like I said, I just want to backtest them, give them a go, see what it works. Trying to build a kind of a library of patterns that can be algo traded, and also a RSI calculations with math and things like that. On the other side as well, gives us both sides. That was what I went through. So this is how the ABC D equal AB equals CD works. It's pulled out of this Fibonacci. You've also got an error. You have some sort of error margin of 15%. Now 15% of obviously 0.618 is quite small anyway, so it gives you a little bit of error of margin. If you have these boxes here are the is the largest possible amount that you can get, and then you have the actual Fibonacci's that they should be in these white lines here. I'll make them a little bit more clear so that everybody can see them. So these white lines is really what the Fibonacci level should be, and then these red lines with the target is what you've decided with 15% on top of for error margin. So it gives you that box if it comes into that box. And then you have that this bit here doesn't really seem to make much difference. Sorry, I'm trying to draw. There you go. Doesn't seem to really make much difference. That's the difference between the X and the B. So that there's a percentage difference. Doesn't seem to make much difference. Oh, thank you very much. Yep, that doesn't seem to make much difference on the back testing. Sorry, I kind of went off there. This is the table that Scoped in me. So there you go. If you can see that. Okay. It's in the chat inside Discord, which has got all the results of backtesting of all the patterns. There's that, and then I have also a wiggle room for the stop loss, which is here. So you've got your stop loss, which is the red line below, with 0% of 0% wiggle room. If you put 0.1 on of it, obviously I'll put 0.1% on top of that to give it a little bit of room just in case it gets wicked out. Same goes, doesn't seem to really make a lot of difference to the backtesting results, but it seems to actually go in the other direction because you're making a bigger stop loss. It means that you're losing more of your account, obviously, every time you get stopped out. So it seems that the more wiggle room you add, the higher the win rate, but the less amount of profit on your account, because these are particularly small stop losses. Right. But that's just like I said. I haven't had, because it's taken me so long to code this, I haven't had a huge amount of time to be able to backtest. So yeah, but there's also inside Discord. Has anybody got any questions? Oh, somebody's giving us some best. Sorry, I just saw the messages that we got on YouTube. Thank you very much for that. Okay, yes, wonderful. Some spam. I can't remove them. I don't know if Vlad can remove them or not. But anyway, thank you very much for those wonderful spams on my YouTube channel anyway. So I don't know if anybody's got any questions about the harmonics. They'll be released today, so that you can start looking at the ABCs, and then I'll add for tomorrow. I'm going to be finishing the tidying up, adding the DaviddTech bot, doing those kind of things so that you'll be able to test it and forward test it. Those kind of things, adding things like multiple take profits, all of those kind of things I'll be adding during the week, and also adding to the patterns by adding the shark pattern. I've also added a bot called Fibonacci, which you'll be able to see below in the signals channel here. Fibonacci is connected to the ABC deep patterns or detector of this thing here. So as soon as it detects on my setups an ABCD pattern, if you're out walking or whatever, you have a vocal way of listening into your signals, so you know we're there. It'll come up and say there is an ABCD on, or there's a crab on, or on BTC USDT. So as it evolves, hopefully they'll become such a big part of the trading strategy that'll become useful. Also be connected to things like the dead zone, so if there's a signal on the dead zone, you'll be able to hear it in there as well. So it was just a gimmicky idea that I thought I'd add.
Can it be connected to any other strategies?
It will be connected to the most important strategies that everybody's trading, things like the dead zone. When we finish your setups, we'll be able to connect those ones. What other ones? I want to currently, personally, the bigger extender, I'll connect that one as well, because I get quite a few signals. Well, no, it's few signals from that one, but they're quite good. Yeah. So.
And what do you do to use it just for people? Like obviously when it's when people are using it, what do they have to do? Do they have to be like in that voice chat, connected to that voice chat for it to work?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you're in the voice chat, you'll just get a message. Like I said, it was an idea. It was part of another group that I spoke about. Everybody was there was quite few people inside it listening in, so I thought it'd be nice to have something for us. Like I said, if you're going out for a walk and you haven't got your charts in front of you, and you want to be alerted, you can just open it up on your phone and you'll be able to hear Fibonacci tell you when there's an alert on. I don't know, on a bat or an ABC setup or a dead zone setup, so you know. It was maybe a bit of a gimmicky idea. I don't know if many people use it, but in this other group, a lot of people are using it, so I thought it might be something that would be good to have as part of our group. So hopefully we'll get the best strategies connected to it and you'll never miss a signal.
I think it'll be good for people, who are busy. Instead of having to check the phone every 2 minutes, I think it'll be worthwhile for people.
Yeah, it could be, especially if we're all on the same sort of like the dead zone and things like that, and we all found some really good setups on the dead zone and on these harmonic patterns. Like I said, it gives you a way of keeping an eye on them without having to have your eyes on the screen all day. You just open Discord, connect to the channel, and leave it in the background, and you'll hear the Fibonacci bot talk to you when there's a signal. Okay. Invest petrols on ByBit. I'm currently looking to try and add them as well. I'll try and get them onto the next update. Well, this update this week, as they were part of FTX and all of that. So yeah, I'll try and get them into this week's update as well at the same time for ByBit. People can sell the signals. So I know I can understand that people can sell, but anybody can do whatever they like with the strategies. I have no problem with that, I guess, as long as they back tested it. The dynamic margins on screen. Do you mean the updated position side? Yes, that's right. So the question was. Dynamic margins earlier I was talking about, does it mean that the position size? Yes, so that works. Can you replicate the results in TradingView that we found on backtesting PY? Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to convert. Now, the problem is that TradingView have their own calculations for some indicators. So I've had to recode a couple of them so that they fit perfectly with TradingView's calculations. Things like I had a bit of a problem getting the ATRs to fit perfectly. My idea is to backtest using backtesting PY, create a Excel spreadsheet which I'll be able to download with all of the best settings, and then just literally transfer them across over into the trading strategies, see what they backtest like on TradingView, and just pick the better ones. The better ones, thanks to their Sharpe ratio, thanks to the number of time that they spend in trades. Things like that. There's obviously profit factors and things like that. So my idea would be to not specifically just use the results from backtesting PY, but optimize faster, better, more efficiently using Python, using backtesting PY, and then just transferring them across to TradingView, testing them on TradingView. If they work, they work. If they don't, go back to the drawing board and continue finding the best settings possible for the TradingView setups. Can you add tooltips to yet another ABC? Yes. Yep, I can. I will. Tooltips. It's in explanations for everything. Yes, I can indeed. I will. I'm going to continue building on the yet another ABC, the harmonics throughout the whole of the month. So hopefully by the end of the month they will be good. And as you can see, I'm going to be integrating hammer time divergences, vector candles as confluence inside of the harmonic patterns. candle reversal patterns, pin bar candles, kill zones, and market sessions inside all of the harmonic patterns, so that we can, and then as I'm going along, I'll add tooltips so that we can improve and better ways of finding our take profits, as you can see, starting adding lines so that we can see where the take profits are and things like that. Everything will be improved as I go along. And if anybody's got any ideas, I'll just add them as I go along. I intend on doing a couple of updates throughout this week, and hopefully doing updates as much as possible through the next couple of weeks until I finish doing all of the patterns. Once I've got the ABCD done completely, that should make the shark and the cipher patterns extremely easy to do. Then I have to just do the ABC pattern with a higher low here, and then I should be able to do all of these within a couple of days. It should be very, very quick.
Hopefully it makes us millionaires, all of us.
I've booked me Lamborghini, so I hope so.
Be nice.
Other than that I've been through, I've also been testing statistical arbitrage. Been talking about this a bit inside Discord this week. It seems like the DXY and the crypto seem to be quite good. DXY, crypto, now if I can pull this up, it would be nice. Where is it? Oh, I've got the screenshots here anyway. So I was looking through, trying to find some statistical arbitrage. So when one cryptocurrency, I was looking at first at things like BTC and Ethereum. When Ethereum hits this orange bar up here and creating new highs, and something like Bitcoin is creating new lows, we take entries as a short for Ethereum and a long for BTC. But we're talking about this during the week inside Discord, and I started backtesting it on the DXY. And it seems like it could be extremely powerful as a statistical arbitrage idea. As you can see here, this was an example that I put in. I think this was BTC at the point, can't remember. Let's say this side was BTC. As you can see, BTC was making higher highs. DXY, no, it's the other way around. This was DXY making higher highs, and BTC. No, now I think about it, it was the other way around. Whatever way it was, one of them was making higher highs, the other ones were making lower lows. The idea is to long one, short the other, reducing risk as much as possible. As this comes out and breaks down, we're expecting it to come down and test the lower band, this one the other way around. Obviously, the idea is to reduce risk because you have a short on one, a long on the other, and hopefully, well, obviously you can't short the DXY as far as I know, but the idea is to predict crypto. The idea, first of all, was to do this with Ethereum and Bitcoin, or two crypto pairs. With the DXY, I'm not sure how you'd do it, but you'll be able to find the arbitrage and long one or the other. Now I'd have to work out ways of doing that. We were just talking about it inside Discord, and I thought it was quite a good idea and good way of us trying to work out when a pump or a dump could potentially come using two different coins. It works. It seems to work very well on things like I said, Ethereum versus Bitcoin, because they tend to follow each other until they make a split apart from each other, and then you have higher highs on one, lower lows on the other, and we expect one to go in one direction, one to go in the other. By taking a short on one and a long on the other, we're reducing our risk, and we're expecting the other one to meet either in the middle. And yeah, so that's something I've been trying to the backtest in Python as well. Like I said, once at the beginning of the month, once I've got a half decent system in place for this, I'd like to maybe do some because it's going to be kind of for anybody who hasn't got a lot of coding experience, things like that, it's going to be harder for them to install it because it's something that's going to be in Python. So I'd like to do some kind of live streams on how to install these things and use them, and use Python for statistical arbitrage and things like that. but I am back testing this at the moment. The amount work you put in, David, is insane. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. It doesn't feel like work because I love coding. I love being inside of Discord, answering all the questions as much as I possibly can. If I'm not a lot in Discord, sometimes it's probably because I'm trying to code as much as possible so I can bring these updates to everybody. But I hope that we'll all win together. That's the idea, is we all win together. Your ideas and messages help me come up with this sort of, well, actually it's you guys that plan everything and I just code. So I enjoy the coding and I'm happy to be here. So thank you very much. Scope. Scope has given me this wonderful plan this week, which I don't know if anybody was in his live streams. We did a couple so far. It's been 2. Absolutely brilliant. Loads of information. Love being there. He gave me this plan this week, which I'm trying to convert into indicator, a smart money. In air quotations, smart money. It's more of a scope money idea because he has loads of extra information that you won't find anywhere else. So I'm trying to build this indicator as well as we go along. I do suggest you go to his streams because he's got loads of absolutely brilliant information about smart money concepts and things like that. So I'm currently looking to build the breaker blocks. I'd love to build this area here, which is the compression area. I can't remember what it was called, compression areas, to try and find when we're going to go up or down using breaker blocks, breaker blocks, order blocks, higher time frame order blocks. Lots of, like I said, lots of great information. He's kindly given me these 2 screenshots, which are giving me a plan. So I hope that I'm going to be able to spend some time this week with him. I know he's a busy man at this week, but I hope we'll find some time this week. I will start building and creating the indicator, and hopefully I'll have something to show everybody at the end of the week for Scope's indicator as well.
Yeah, I've got a new one as well. I'm just planning it all now. There's a lot more information than this. This is just a standard few patterns that I test. Well, that I trade. And I'm literally last 4 days I've been working till 2 o'clock in the morning, trying to put a new thing together. So, but there's quite a lot more information in there, and it's multi-time frame analysis. So if you could code like through that, and once it's all done and that I think that'll be very, very good. Yeah,
well, I mean, your trades are fantastic with great risk to reward, and if thanks to the indicator we can kind of help anybody trying to find some of those entries a little bit easier, that'd be great. So I just gotta keep up with your brain, because you've got lots of fantastic ideas and I'm nowhere near fast enough coding. Anyway, yeah, so that Scope, like I said, I don't know if he's got a stream plan for this week, but I suggest going because lots of great information. Johnny Crypto, also a lot of you have gone to Johnny's live streams. He does quite a few live streams inside of Discord. And thank you very much to him. And Vlad's going to be doing live streams as well with some beginner TA. Like I said, these guys give some Johnny, Scope, Vlad give the TA ideas behind, and then I try and code as well as I can the ideas behind their strategies and anybody else's strategies in there, so that we can either trade them via bots or just have a visual confirmation via an indicator. I'm not sure if anybody's got any messages or any questions I can answer at any point. Still good. Okay. Right. Yeah, so that was pretty. We've got a big giveaway now. I know I promised to do this at the beginning of the month. I've got a couple of partners that are that want to participate, but haven't given me what they want to participate with. But they haven't told me how they want to participate yet. I haven't confirmed. So I will do a big 1-year giveaway before the end of the month. Sorry, it's a bit later than I was expecting, but trying to get everybody together at the same time has been a bit complicated. But I will do a big giveaway before the end of the month. This is how I plan for the week. Obviously today I will release the Harmonic beta strategy that I was talking about in the YouTube. Monday I will have an update which will clean it all up a little bit more, even though it is a lot cleaner than it was. I'm going to make it a lot more cleaner. I've got to fix the bug that I created earlier today by trying to clean it up before coming online, but I created a bug somehow or another. I also want to test the red day strategy and the gap up strategy, which is the strategy that I briefly went over. These two guys here, who are brothers, which is the B trader who interviews a lot of traders. These two brothers here do algo trading like us guys, and they come up with a very, very simple system. One single take profit. They use a red day system and a gap up short system. Now they're very, very they went through the whole of the interview without actually going through their trading strategy. It's very, I think, quite private to them, but they did hit upon it a couple of times, which I managed to work out what the strategies are. Like I said, they do between 50 and 100 trades. I think it was a week, if I remember rightly, and apparently are extremely profitable. So I hope to code their strategies this week to make it so that we can trade it as well. Red day strategy, which is obviously first red candle of a day after a green up. We take a short, stack day closes, hoping the next day obviously will be continue in that red day streak. I have to go through all of the rules. The gap up, I'm not sure what that involves, but I have seen a lot of people algo trading the gap up short strategy. So I'll go through that, find out what the rules of that are, and code that for Tuesday's video. Wednesday and Thursday I'll be updating the Boilerplate and the DaviddTech bot. Friday you can expect the new Harmonic pattern update with the cipher pattern. Well, I think that's about it really. Has anybody got any questions that I can answer? There's a couple maybe here. Any updates for the setups of the one? The setup of the one, that was kind of what I developed the what do you call it? The Python bot for that I showed earlier. This thing here. My idea is to come up with as many setups as possible. I've come up with I think it's 9 setups. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 setups which have potential for me to send to everybody as setups for the one. Most of them are the dead zone, because the dead zone has been killing it, and I've got to say, for me, like I said earlier, it's kind of changed my mindset towards the way that I want to algo trade in bots, and I want to be able to get as many smaller entries as possible, maybe not leave them as long as the ABC as I did, and create small dead zones and things like that, where they're taking quick entries in and out as often as possible. So that's what I've built this optimizer for. And I hope that I'll be able to offer a big update for the one very, very soon. Is there a way of putting extra stop loss price in the alerts of Craig? I'm not sure what you mean by extra stop loss price.
Also, did you answer Craig's question about the MT4 integration?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Hour out. That's all I didn't know.
Yeah. Thanks very much, Scope. It should be it'll be integrated during this week. There's an update with the Boilerplate, which is over here. No, it's not. It's this one here. No, it's not. This one here. There you go. The Boilerplate. Now you can go down to the bottom and connect to Pine Connector MT4 MT5 with the Pine Connector license ID here at the bottom. Oh, exact price. Sorry, did I say extra? Oh, blimey, sorry. My brain's gone. Okay, right. Is there is it exact as in the red line that's painted? Now, I believe, if I remember rightly, the ABC. Yes, the red line. Yes, there is. Let me send you the code via because there is a way of getting the exact red line price just via a code that you can put directly into the alert area. I'll send it to you via direct message. That way you can get the exact red line. Keep up the great work. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Rick. And that was pretty much it for all of the updates today. I hope that I've answered as many questions as possible that I've seen in the week. If anybody's got any questions, I'm quite happy to answer them, except for the best adult dating site that's on YouTube at the moment.
Probably already know that.
I've already signed up. I'm there.
No wonder you're working late every night.
Absolutely. No, I'm not on ABC. I'm on whatever it is, find.pro, as it is on the website. Anyway, I'll give them enough advertisement anyway. Right.
Can I ask a more broad question?
Yeah, sure.
It's Mr. Case. Hi, David, by the way.
Hi there. How are you going?
Good, thank you. So I did my own strategy, which you picked up some time ago. It's called Smart Money Order Block something.
Yes.
And when I did a lot of the setups, it turned to be quite heavily overfit, and it sort of broke down after a while. And I've seen with a lot of the earlier setups I've done with your strategies, it's also turned out to be overfit. And when sort of after a month, it sort of goes down. And what do I see with the dead zone is that it seems quite reliable.
Yes.
Right, the setting inside the one continues to be very reliable in its performance.
Yes.
How on earth can you figure out? Can you get a sense of whether you are overfit or not, even with the deep testing and all that stuff? Any pointers to that?
It's hard. First of all, thank you very much for the comments that you left on YouTube the other day.
You're welcome.
Yes, it's very hard. It is very hard. The day that I released the dead zone, the setups, I've stopped myself from doing it for a long time because I worry about overfitting and things like that. And obviously, it's all right for me to do it for myself, but for other people, so I've stopped myself from doing it for a while now. I tested the dead zone the week that I released it. It had like 3 losses in a row, and I thought, no, this is terrible. And like you said, it's become quite stable. It's very stable since. The way that I proceeded with the plan of this for that one is there were several things I did. I tested it obviously, like you said, using the deep test for things like the Sharpe ratio, Sortino ratio, the profit, obviously, profit factors and things like that. I then used the dates to cut it into several segments, and then I tested it on those segments. I'm sure most of this information you've probably done anyway because you've been doing it for quite a while. But that's how and then I connected it to the trader.dev for about a month and tested it, and it went through this humongous win rate area zone. And I thought, right, this one's good. So I then posted it as a setup. But it is very, very hard. And that's why I haven't really updated the one since, is because of overfitting and worrying about overfitting. It is very, very hard to not overfit. There was a comment this week saying, just don't play with the settings. But... it's easy to say that, especially when you've got things like you have to work out what's going to be a good stop loss and take profit and things like that. So it is hard. that was the process I went through. I literally went through, cut it up, tested it on 3-month periods, tested it on a long period on the back test, the deep testing back period. Then I did 3 month by 3 month by 3 month to make sure that it was stayed profitable. I hope maybe this table that I've added here might help us as well, because it will show you month by month whether it's going to be profitable. So I hope that would help as well.
Yeah, thank you very much. And to answer my own question, I think what also Dead Zone also proves it doesn't fall apart across exchanges.
Yes.
Right? It doesn't become negative all of a sudden if you jump from Binance to ByBit. It holds up. It's not as good, but it holds up. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's another way. Another thing that I do is for instance, let's check the range filter. If I move the range filter by the multiplier by 1 or 2, it doesn't make a humongous difference. It doesn't go, oh, we've gone from humongously profitable to seriously serious losses. Those kind of things. If it doesn't change too much when I play around with them, for me that means that there's that it is less likely to be overfit.
Right.
But I totally understand your pain. I've been through it so many times. Overfitting, repainting and things like that are just a nightmare as algo traders.
But like saying don't play with settings, it's like putting a red button on a wall and saying don't press in public. Do you know what I mean? Everybody's going to press it, so it'll be broke by the time you go back to check who's pressed it.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, totally. But even the things like some of the settings just don't make sense in some markets. I don't know, an RSI level of 5 when there's 7 days on a 7-day look back maybe just doesn't make sense in some, but makes sense in others. You have to play around with them to make it fit, not fit as overfit, but fit the pair or what you're working on as such. You have to play with them, unfortunately. Like you said, it's a red button. You have to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I will also, like I said, I'll put the Optimiser Python version inside GitHub. It'll be a sort of a framework, so you can just put your own strategy in there if you know how to code Python. It'll be anybody who knows how to code Pine script like yourself. It'll be pretty simple to convert that Pine script into Python, and you'll be able to backtest it. You've got lots of extra calculations inside of inside of backtester PY, which will help you to get better ones. They've got what's it called? A something index. I think it's strength index or something like that, which will help you to give you another. There's the Kanemaru index as well, I think it's called, which gives you another calculation and all of those kind of things. Where do you find my GitHub Python repo? It is David with 2 D's at the end, me. I haven't updated it today, so it's not on there yet, but you'll be able to find it in the next couple of days. No problem. You'll be able to also find that I'll put this on there as well, the Fibonacci Cypher-B in Python and things like that. And that was pretty much all of the updates. Unless anybody's got any questions, like I said, Johnny will be on. He's going to choose a couple of days this week to do some TA with the ABC strategies. We have Scope, who's going to be coming on sometime during the week as well for his live streams where he goes through smart money and things like that, and his trading strategy. If you're part of the general chat, you'll see that he's got some absolutely fantastic entries. And Vlad, who's killing it as well with his TA, is going to be doing some getting started TA. And I'll be back during the week as well with just some updates. I'd also like to do a couple of updates on my bots and what I found profitable over the past year. So maybe I'll do a live stream about that. And because, like I said, I've got a couple of, well, I've got a good setup. Like I said, I've become a bit complacent with it and need to make 100 trades instead of the maybe 1 to 2 a day. It'd be nice if I can get a lot more trades per day going off. So yeah, I'll go through all of those in my live stream. Unless anybody's got any
questions. Nice if you could get 100 trades a day.
Yeah, those guys said that they have 100 trades. I don't know if it's true. Obviously, there's a lot of myth on YouTube, but they say they have 50 to 100 trades. I don't know if it was a week or a day, but whatever it is. I mean, if I do myself, I don't know how many, but there's nowhere near 100 trades a week. So it'd be nice if I can get 100 trades a week going off.
Your old ABC were doing that for me. I was doing like 99 trades and stuff a week.
I remember the screenshots.
I got a bit carried away with like that many pairs up here. I was doing 100 trades a week easily.
Yeah, there is enough pairs on ByBit or any exchange to do them. So if we can get I'd like to sort of try and maybe, if possible, maybe create X number for the dead zone and then find another one which has got a different one. That way you can have different algorithms for different parts of the market when it's obviously bullish, bearish, or non-trending markets. Be nice to have one for each as such. But yeah, I totally agree. 100 trades a week would be nice.
I think I've had 4 this week.
4 this week?
I think I've had 4 this week. Well,
yeah, right.
I think I've had 5 or 6, but I think 4 are winners, 1 loser, and 1's still in now, but massively in profit.
Yeah, but you're doing it manually and you're doing a good. Lots of TA behind each and every one of your entries. I can understand. And if they've got the same risk reward that they have with each of your trades as well, I mean, I think the one has had a very good couple of weeks as well. So
yeah, you took a good one, didn't you? When we after news, what were we about, wasn't it?
Yes, that was this. Now that was a bit of a fluke trade, to be honest. I was testing this one here, and it was just a literal test. I have a test account where I test all of the trading strategies before releasing them to make sure that the alerts go off and everything. And for some reason, I put a risk of $60 in there instead of like the $6 I would test it on normally, and it made $400 in literally a couple of seconds. It was nice.
Yeah, I know. When you sent me it, I was like, wow, that's a right entry, that. I mean, when you took your entry, I seen it go down there, and I didn't even think. In my head, I thought I would not trade this. I were in a trade then, and I stopped it because of that news and then big candles. But when you showed me that trade, I was like, wow, what a trade.
Yeah, it was
brilliant.
It was seriously lucky. Like I said, seriously lucky, because it was one that I was just testing and accidentally put a 0 onto the amount that I wanted to trade with, and but it was good. It filled up the test account, which was nice.
Yeah, brilliant.
We were on stream together at the time, weren't we? At the same time with Johnny, I think it was. At the same time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yes.
What's this sessions? What, are you building a strategy with sessions as well? Are you?
Yeah, I was kind of. This was an idea of somebody else. It was this here where we kind of. I think it's this one up here, which I've been recoding as we go. Let's go into one session. We look to short the top and to long the bottom of each of the sessions as they cross over or go in from one to the other. Obviously need to spend a bit more time researching it. But it was an idea that was put into Discord and talked about last week. So it'll be something that I will.
Yeah, there's a lot going off with them sessions. There's a lot of people trading them sessions, and there's a lot going off with them. There's a lot of strategies around sessions.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, Yes, absolutely. I think this also will be part of the red candle strategy. I believe that they're obviously part of a session as well. So I need to research them all and find the rules between it and give it a go, see what can happen. I mean, this one here, if you got into this candle, would have been a nice, but obviously that's cherry picking. But it's something that I need to research a bit more. But my aim personally is to now, like I said, is get as many entries as, well, not just going in and entering in anywhere, but obviously building more strategies for the one and things like that. And where's my setup for the one? Is this the one? Got so many charts, unbelievable. And the one's doing extremely well the past couple of days. Well, for quite a while now. 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. 5 wins in a row. 1 loss. Yeah, it's doing very well. Very well. Anyway.
I keep meaning to set some strategies up, man. I've got all my alerts. I don't even use probably about 10 alerts a week. I don't. Every time I get a bit of time in front of the computer, I think to myself, I'll set some strategies off now. A different account.
Yeah.
I never ever get down to it. I just open a book and start writing stuff. So I'm missing out bigly, massively, really.
I don't know. Like I said, you're doing extremely well with mentoring. I have the same sort of little voice in my head that keeps telling me I have to go back to do some manual trading, but I'm trying to now go back to a 100% algo trading as such, or bots as much as I possibly can. I do enjoy trading personally. I like being in front of charts and things like that, but my ultimate goal is for bots to do it all for me. And they do all right as it is on my setups, but I'm sure that I can do much better. Right, unless anybody's got any other questions, thank you for joining me on a Sunday. We're quite a few still, so thank you very much for joining me. Unless anybody's got any questions, like I said, I will update the trading strategy for the harmonic patterns, make it as tidy as possible throughout the weeks, and hopefully we'll be able to add some of these more even higher win rate, higher profit ones as we go out through the week. I'll also build a couple of other strategies which are more math based, or things like the red candle is more of a candle base, I guess if you can call it, strategy, so that we've got a bit of everything. I can see there's a couple of people tired. We're doing great. Fantastic. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. Thank you for joining me on the Sunday. Like I said, thanks for being a great community. Have a great day. Thank you very much, Matthew. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, Johnny. Nice to see you here, right, mate?
Good to see us. I'm a little bit late, I know, but I'm just waking up.
Nice to see you.
You've been asleep, Johnny.
Had a few much to drink last night, so.
You got my wages. I'm going to your streams.
I drank them all last night.
Nice to see you anyway, bud.
Alright, mate, I'll send you a message so that we can set up your events on Discord sometime during the day.
Wonderful.
Fantastic. Alright, everybody, thank you very much for joining me. Have a great day, have a great Sunday, and I'll see you all during the week sometime on Johnny's streams or Scopes or Vlad's streams. Have a great day. See you all soon. Thank you very much for joining me again, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Peace.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
See you later, Vlad.
Yo.